These 2 rak'at are better than that. So he could never ever leave those 2 rak'at, because every time he wants to, he realizes they're better than the whole world and everything that's in it. So I want everyone to think of one thing, one good deed that they can do, that they will start to do. And don't think of something that you will finish half the Quran every day or something like that. It can be something really, really simple. And we're talking about a good deed now. Think of one good thing that you will do until the next conference. You'll make sure you're still doing it, or until you go to your grave. It could be just Rageah al-Fajr, the 2 rak'at before Fajr. It could be something like that. Or it could be any other sunnah prayer. Or it could be not ever missing witr. Think of something now to yourself. Just keep it between you and yourself, a secret. Only you and Allah, okay? And decide upon that. And now think of something else. It could be the simplest thing, or it could be a very minor sin. Think of something and leave that until you go to your grave. It could be very simple. Just think of something now that you will leave. Look at the size of the people and the number of people in this room, both left and right side. If everyone in this room did one good deed until we go to our grave, that's what we got from this conference, that's phenomenal. And if everyone in this room left a slight small sin with all these numbers, and how many times you would have done it, that would be a great move towards change. Jazakumullahu khairan for your attentive listening, and I'd like to thank everyone for their superb manners and being very hospitable, make us feel very comfortable. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. I don't have much to say. I said all the main things I wanted to say already, but I wanted to say thank you to the brothers and the sisters who organized this conference, to Sheikh Hassan, especially to Ahmed, mashallah, Allah increase you in goodness. To Sheikh Saeed, who I learned a lot from in this. I learned a lot. I was glad I came. I learned a lot of stuff, mashallah, from Sheikh Saeed and Sheikh Kamal al-Makki, who, mashallah, I've been so happy to meet him. So I want to thank both of them as well, especially for the knowledge that they shared with me and I learned from them. And I want to thank all of you, alhamdulillah, for coming to the conference and for listening to whatever I had to say, for whatever it was worth, alhamdulillah. And I want to thank you for all the money you donated, not because it's going to me, fortunately, but no, alhamdulillah. No, I want to thank you for a reason you probably never really realized. Because just before this I was catching 40 winks upstairs in my room, and one of my sons is probably going to ask, why are you embarrassing me? He comes up and he wakes me up just with excitement. Abba, they raised £400,000, and I'm going to take the video and I'm going to show my Christian friends, and I'm going to show them, look, this is Islam. You see, subhanallah, you didn't even realize that you donated, the money you donated and what you did tonight, it's an ayat. It's a sign of Islam. It's a proof of Islam. Subhanallah. It's a beautiful thing. And so I want to thank you all for that as well. Alhamdulillah. And I'm looking forward to coming back to Calgary and seeing a fantastic masjid, inshallah. Which is going to be another sign, alhamdulillah, for the people and bring people to Islam, inshallah ta'ala. And of course, at the end of the day, at the end of everything, well, it should be first, I want to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for guiding me to this beautiful religion of Islam. And I do not know what I did in my life to deserve to be a Muslim. Alhamdulillah.
You have 4 minutes. Actually, you only have 4 minutes.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Since this morning, since 11 o'clock, I've been talking or dealing with issues, and I did not even have time to prepare the farewell, the last kalima, the way I wanted to. But I have actually two things. One, where is the sister who gave her gold first? She left. See, that was perfect. That was wonderful. And this is what we all need to do, to initiate something. Yani, this is what she did. I mean, she did not, I'm going 50,000 this, you know. And she said, well, this is the most precious thing that I have. You know, that initiation is what is needed in this ummah. Instead of relying on others to do the work. Instead of depending on governments and states and kings and rulers, she did what was needed to be done. She said, this is my deen, this is what I can offer to my deen, and she did. So we want all of you, my nasiha to you is, be active, initiate khair, like the sister did, jazakallah khair. Whether it's little or whether it's a lot, don't worry about it, start it. You know, be the first to do this thing. The second thing is, you people, you know, Muslims in Calgary, have to love one another. You know, something is missing in the ummah also, is that we really, yes, in the Quran and the Sunnah it says love one another, but we don't show that. And this is what you really need to do. And I'm not saying Toronto, you know, what I'm temporarily staying is perfect, but I'm saying everywhere we need to do this. We need to really start loving ourselves. If we see a kafir, we run and we serve them and we rush them. But ourselves, we don't. Wallah, it hurt me. In Jeddah, you know, subhanallah, I'm still coughing from the Hajj and tired and all this. And at the airport, they kept us in an area, I don't know what for, that we could not cross, and the people were, you know, really, we were there for 8 hours or what, long hours, and then we tried to go, and we standing there because I'm afraid if I move, someone else would take my place and I have to go at the back. And all of a sudden, this kafir, you know, casually, he started walking, you know, taking his passport out, his boarding card, and he didn't even ask. He didn't go and say, hey, I'm here. He just stood there. That's all he did. And you know what they did? They said, sir, come here, come here. I was like, I am the guest of Ar-Rahman. I am a Muslim. All these people are Muslim. They are the guests of Allah. And when a kafir who doesn't do istinja, you know, comes, you run and serve him like this, you know, it's because we really don't love each other. We love everyone else but ourselves. You know, that's sad. So we need to start with ourselves. We need to hug. So, you know, my brother, my sister, give me a hug. I love you for the sake of Allah. And make that true. Don't make it lip service. Make it reality. Ask about him when he's sick. Ask about him when he's absent from the masjid. When the sister doesn't come to the halaqah. Ask what happened to her. Maybe her children are sick. Maybe, you know, she herself, you know, she's pregnant and she cannot really do much. Go to her house, help her out, you know, clean the house for her, cook for her. You know, this is what we need to do as a ummah. Don't say she's Somali, I'm Somalian, Arab, and Yemeni, Pakistani, Sudani. Subhanallah. No, make it reality and love one another. I know I'm running out of time, but I want to also to manifest the love. Now, all of you, stand up. Stand up. Now, hug your brother or sister right next to you. Hug them. Come on. Hug them. Yes. Hug each other. Love each other. Kiss each other. You know. That's it. Alhamdulillah. And this is Islam. This is Islam. But also one more thing. One more thing. Ask name. Allah. Ask your names. Ask for your names. Introduce yourself to your Muslim brother and sister. And jazakumullah khair. And I love you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.